On a day when only 2 golfers shot below 70, Stephen Bowditch fires a 76 in the final round, good enough to win the 2014 Valero Texas Open. He finishes 8 under par, picks up a nice $1.2 million and some nice, shiny Texas boots. So he is now headed to the Shell Houston Open as his first-time PGA winner, and of course, on a Greg Norman designed course, one of the most famous Australian golfers ever. You know Stephen feels right at home right here in San Antonio. We're joined now by Stephen Bowditch, winner of the Valero Texas Open. You're from Australia, first PGA Tour victory. What a great sound that has, right?
Yeah, unbelievable. You know, I still, it's still pretty surreal to me. I'm over the moon, you know, especially to do it here in Texas. You know, I live up the road in Dallas, so, you know, to do this is unbelievable.
It's been very windy out here all weekend, but the Dallas-Fort Worth area has its fair share of windy days. How much did that play a factor in helping you today, knowing how to play in the wind as a Texas golfer now?
Yeah, you know, you're right. Dallas is pretty windy. You know, I didn't feel like I did a real good job, to be honest, playing in the wind. But you know, it's always nice to be able to go out there and practice in hard conditions, not just benign conditions. And you know, you definitely get that in Dallas, and you know, it's where I'm from back home too.
You persevered. A 76 is not what you probably had drawn up as what you needed to shoot today to win, but nonetheless, it was good enough. And that's kind of what golf is all about. You just got to be better than everybody else.
Yeah, you're right. You know, it always seems to be around that sort of 8 to sort of 15 score mark here every year. You know, you definitely get the wind coming up, and you know, but to shoot 76 is not the best way to do it, but I'll take it. You know, win by 1, win by 10. Still standing here talking to you.
You put this in perspective, coming down 18. Everyone always talks about that feeling of walking down 18. What was it like for you? When did you realize that, you know, it kind of sank in?
It didn't. You know, I still had to grind it out on 18, so I really didn't get that casual walk up that that I dreamt about last night. So you know, and until I really putted out on the last, you know, I had to work for every bit of it.
I've got to ask you about the Australian connections. I mean, Greg Norman designed course. You see some of your buddies on 18. What did that make you feel like? Did that kind of make you realize that, wow, I've got a good support system here?
Yeah, it was great. You know, I didn't expect the boys to be all waiting here for me, and you know, it was a great surprise, and you know, it all still hasn't sunk in yet, but it was great to have them right there.
I know your wife, Amanda, she was on pins and needles there down the stretch, but how good did it make you feel knowing when you sank that putt on 18 and it was over, you were officially the champion, just to see her face?
Yeah, it was great. You know, she's the #1 supporter, and you know, to look over and see her smile and tears of joy, and you know, it makes it all the more special.
I know you've battled through depression, and I know Amanda's been a big part of helping you get through that. Talk for others out there who go through that same kind of trouble in life. How did you fight through that? Even just today, how did you fight through it?
You know, you just learn about yourself. You know, I've dealt with it my whole life, and you know, you just keep learning about yourself every day and mature as a person. And you know, it helps that you've got a great support team around me, and you know, just one day at a time.
Let me get your thoughts about San Antonio, this city, the Valero Texas Open, what this now means for you as you're forever engraved as a winner here in 2014 of this tournament.
Yeah, you know, it's unbelievable. You know, I think the Texas Open is one of the longest standing PGA Tour events. So, you know, to be able to put my name amongst all these great golfers that are on that trophy, it's an honor and a privilege, and you know, it's awesome, it really is.
Next up, the Shell Houston Open,
yep, and
then the Masters. I mean, that's what comes from winning a tournament like this. How does that feel, knowing that you've got a shot at winning the green jacket?
Yeah, it's unbelievable. You know, I spent so many early mornings back home in Australia at 4 or 5 in the morning, waking up with my dad and watching the Masters and listening to the sounds and Jim Nance and, you know, all that kind of stuff. And it's unbelievable. I mean, I can't believe I'm going inside the gates. I never said I'd go play Augusta. You know, I've had the opportunity a few times to go play, but not in the Masters, and it's a great. I can't wait. It'll be awesome.
I'm gonna give you a chance to give a shout out to anybody else out there, maybe parents, friends, family, for kind of sticking with you through all this.
Yeah, you know, huge shout out to Mum and Dad. Love you to death. Thank you so much for everything you've done. My wife and all the family back home in Dallas, and then back home in Australia, and sister and brother and everyone that's put up with all my ins and outs throughout my life and their life, and thank you so much. It means the world.
Very good. Stephen Bowditch, thank you so much. 2014 champion winner here at the Valero Texas Open. I'm Jeff Power here in San Antonio for Access Golf.